Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm walking here these guys through a place I normally avoid in the summer because there's so many ticks and fleas here because of deer and coyotes. But it's pretty cold now. It's under, I believe it's around 50 degrees, so I'm hoping that those ticks and fleas are hitting away somewhere. So we are going for a 2-hour walk. So the puppy's going to go for his first 2-hour walk. We already have a little bit walked, so we are just enjoying the day, early morning. Let's talk about what you should expect from a modern American Pit Bull Terrier. You know, now the modern meaning now that dog fighting is illegal and dog testing the dogs is illegal. How do you identify a good dog? And how do you identify a dog worth studying? Again, under the legal laws of the United States of America. That's what we're striving for, figuring out how to maintain the essence of the breed and maintain ourselves above the law. Not above the law, right? Under the law. Yeah, that's what it is. Under the law. So that way we don't get our dogs killed because of some actions. Okay. Now, in order to answer this, we have to explain what the what dog fighting did for the dogs, for the breed. Yes, dog fighting was part gambling, but that's secondary at best. Gambling wasn't the main reason why dog matching occurred. Notice I changed the word from dog fighting to dog matching because it is my belief, it is my way of seeing things as history come, is that the animal, the dogs were matched with other dogs of other breeding programs. Bragging rights, who's the best, who got the best dogs, who got the best program, and obviously making sure what you believe ended up being what actually occurred, and what you believe was a good dog ended up being a good dog. And the only way to do that was to match it against an equally sized dog of the same level. That's why when dog fighting, dog matching was legal, there were many things that had to happen. The animal had to be certified as a valid opponent for your dog. The kennel had to be approved. Otherwise, like we have now, it's like hand-picking opponents or people that still do it. They're hand-picking opponents. They aren't doing it the right way. A lot of them, they're not doing it for the right reasons. So here, don't worry, there's going to be a dog here, and I expect this dog to get berserk if he sees him. But I guess he didn't go berserk. He didn't see him. But we're good. Come, let's go. So, as I was saying, dog matching, when it was happening, and when it was happening for the right reasons, wasn't about the money. Obviously, the money added spice to it. The money was used more like, how confident are you of your dog? You want to gamble some more? Or some people talking crap and like you brought your buddies along, and your buddies were itching to get some betting going on, so they started talking crap to the other side, the other camp, in hopes of getting a betting going. But the whole point was to find the better dogs, so that way you can move forward with the breed. So to 2020. The year is 2020. What to do and how do you identify your dog? Obviously, if it wasn't hard enough to be able to tell which fighting dog was better, and better at what, and better at what. And some of the things that came out in the wash, so to speak, was, the strength of the dog, the speed of the dog, the intelligence of the dog, intelligence to figure out troubles, figure solutions for those troubles. That would be one of the things that the dog matching did. Also, like I said, endurance, pain tolerance, eagerness to continue working. Those are things that the dog matching, and obviously the heart, that's the continuing working part. All this was done through dog matching. But now without dog matching, I think that people need to, if they're seriously going to be breeding, they have to do a lot more things in order to see each aspect, or almost each aspect, of what used to be seen with one activity, which is dog matching. Now there's going to have to be more than one activity for this purpose. What I mean, okay, obviously we've been looking to see the endurance and strength of the dog, so that will require that the some sort of activity that is for strength and endurance. One activity that comes to mind would be tug of war with another dog, with another, I would say, same size, same everything. That would be an event. Now that I think about it, it could be more like a triathlon. It's a race of different types of activities, different types. Oh, there's one for what's the name, super athlete or something like that. I can't remember. That they do all kinds of things, not just weight pushing or weight moving. They did a lot of all kinds of activities to show endurance in all kinds of aspects. Really, really incredible sport. I really love that sport, but now I can't remember the name of that. But anywho, we have to do events or activities such as that and see how they react, see how long they will go for, how they react when they're tired. Will they just wait for a while? Will they try as much as they can until they can? If you see it, continue to try to pull that tug, that rope, that hose or water hose, this way. So look at this scene. Isn't that grand? Beautiful. Anyway, so what else? Obviously, I would say treadmill races would be another activity. And again, this is not one activity does everything. You would have to have your dog do all of these type of activities or similar activities. Again, I'm just giving you ideas to focus on and test the individual aspects that would have been shown in a match. So weight pulling would be another one, because weight pulling would be more of a, how much they endure, how much they keep trying, and then obviously the strength of the dog. But unfortunately, I'm not too fond of weight pulling for this purpose, because there's a limit, time limit. It is a distance limit as well. I think it's a time limit. I've never done weight pulling, but I believe there's time limit. Should be, but that's not really an ideal activity for testing the dog's marrow, because again, it's short distance and time. It's not giving the dogs time to do it until they're done, like would be the case for tug of war. That's treadmill treadmill race. Treadmill race, I guess, would depending on, you know, I guess if it's time, see how much a dog will run, how fast a dog will run after a certain amount of time, and see how perhaps include this the heart rate once the time is done, so that they measure distance ran in the treadmill, in a sled mill. Morning, ladies. Hi. So, a treadmill, I guess, yeah, like I said, would be good if they had a certain time, for example, 40 minutes, or I don't know, you guys, that's a decision for other people. And just, you know, see the distance, what the length of distance he ran in that, and see what his heart rate was at the end. That would be another one. But again, it's not just one, because you need to do other things. What else can you guys think of? Any other things you could do to test different things, different aspects of the dogs? You know, I actually think that obedience training or command training would be another aspect of the breed that we can focus on. And doesn't mean that they have to be friendly with other animals, but other types of commands. What is this going to show? This is going to show that the dog is intelligent. Okay. Obviously, it matters who's training and how good the trainer is, and what's the bond between the trainer and the dog. But why not test that? You know, what other things to look out for? Okay, and for a good dog. A good dog. This is some of the minimums you should do. You should have. Okay, this is the minimum you should have in a dog. For example, if you're walking them and he sees a bigger animal, could be a horse, could be another dog. This is the minimum. The dog should stay still. The minimum, not cower, not go behind you, not start sniffing around on the floor. No, none of that. Sniffing around the floor is kind of very like an indication of I don't want any trouble. I come in peace. So the dog, at the very least, should stay in front of you, chest wide, looking directly at the animal, not sideways, straight forward. That is just an indication, not truth, but just an indication that the dog was, you know, not afraid, interested, and ready to take action if needed. Obviously, if the dog goes crazy, this and that, no, especially if you're in public, try to calm it down. But, you know, sometimes these dogs just don't know. Move, papa! Damn, this puppy almost made me trip. Move! Anyway. So, yeah, I lost my train of thought because of this pup. He needs to learn not to get in my way, get in my freaking front of me. So I'm gonna have to run him over a little bit, so he knows he needs to be aware not to be in front of my feet. Because a couple of times I almost busted my ass not to squash him. Come here. You get it. Wait. Okay, come on. Yeah, so this is a trail even bikes go through here. It's a nice trail. Like I said, this is a part of a 2-hour walk through this. I like going through here because, you know, obviously it's dirt. The dog that has the multicolored rope, he likes to pull. So when he's pulling, he burns his pads almost every time. So I try not to make him pull too much on pavement. So it is a difficult time for us in the dog world to have these dogs. It makes it more complicated. But I definitely think that the more you spend time with the dogs, the more you'll be able to tell what type of personality, character the dog has. Even though character and personality aren't the main traits, they're definitely worth breeding for. You know, if you have a sturdy personality, pain tolerant, like, you know, you discipline the dog, and the dog it gets back and it's like nothing. Like, for example, this dog right here. When I've disciplined him, even when he was a puppy, I hit him, and it was like I didn't hit him at all. You know, and he was a puppy. And even now, while the Chico Lopez dog, you know, if I had to discipline him, even when he was a puppy, he would start whining before I even freaking hit him. That's personality, and obviously that trickled down to who they were as a dog. You know, this one, the black one, same. The dog, I smacked him for doing different things, specifically peeing where he's not supposed to pee. If I don't hit him, I just scream at him. I actually, if I catch him peeing, like right there on the floor when he's not the pee pad, then I give him a smack on the tush, and I put him in the pee pad. To the point that even the cat, the cat has his box, his litter box, but even the cat goes in the pee pad. I seen him a couple times. He just goes and sits there and pees and go like nothing happened. You know, not using his own boxes. He got 2 boxes, the sucker, and still uses the pee pads. But anyway, having this breed and maintain the breed is a difficult aspect of owning dogs, because these dogs require a lot more energy. Otherwise, they'll destroy your house, destroy your yard. And sometimes people think that because they are full of energy, excess energy, that means they're gamey. That means they're hot. It just means that they have a lot of energy and no way of taking it out. So the answer to that standard of the breed, how to maintain the standard, it's a complicated question to answer. And unfortunately, I did my best, but my best right now wasn't enough, because it needs to be there needs to be more activities that focus on different aspects that would have been shown in the dog match back in the day. Anyway, I've done this video long enough. This is Tony Montana. Until next time.